Do you guys read?
I do. Loves to read.
Really? What do you like to read?
Romantasy.
Yeah, that's
romance.
what I like. Yeah. Have you read ACOTAR?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it reminds me of. That's like the vibe that I'm like probably 60% through A Court of Wings and Ruin. So that's the third book. Right? Yeah. Did you finish it?
Yeah, I read it. I read it. Wait, what year is it? I read it at the end of 2023.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
What are you reading right now?
I'm reading Fragile Sanctuary. It's like a contemporary romance with like a little bit of mystery. I saw you read A Little Life. Did you finish it?
Yeah.
I want to read it, but I'm like scared.
You haven't read it yet? Okay.
I think I want to read it in like the summer when you can go outside and like really touch grass afterwards.
No, seriously, because I was just telling one of my really good friends, she's going through a hard time right now, and she was like, hey, I picked up a few of the books you recommended, and I was like, I'm just letting you know right now, I love you to death, but if you're in a bad state of mind, don't read A Little Life.
No.
It's so well written. And it's a good book, but it's like the worst things I've ever read in my life. Yeah. So it's weird. Some people, you hate it or you love it. So
and I've seen people who are like, I'm not going to rate it because, like, of course it was an excellent book and it was written excellently, but it just, it doesn't feel right to rate the book.
Yes.
Is what I've seen a lot of people say.
Yeah, because
and they're like, I don't recommend it, but like I do recommend it.
Yeah, and like you'll only understand what that means
until I read it.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting till it's like bright, hot, sunny, gorgeous outside. Mental state is at peak performance.
No, that's actually a really good idea because I did not do that. I was actually in a really bad state of mind when I read it. Yeah. And my boyfriend every night, he'd look over, he'd be like, just stop reading it. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I can't. I have to finish it. And like, I'm weird. I like to cry. I don't know. Like, sometimes I just need to.
Yeah, and I think sometimes with books too, it's like people can express things in words, put it on paper for you, and then you can allow yourself to express those emotions through that. Whereas like if I'm like really emotionally upset about something, I have a hard time just like crying for myself.
Yes.
So it feels therapeutic.
Yes, that's a good way to put that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
So I think it's like healthy sometimes when you're like, I gotta listen to a sad song or a sad movie to cry.
And if he had been with me.
Oh, I haven't read that yet either.
Yeah, it's like just a 2-book series. It's If He Had Been With Me or something, and then it's his perspective. It's so good.
You liked both of them?
Yes, both of them are really good.
Okay, I saw a lot of discourse over the second one. Like people were like, did it need it? But I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, it's kind of an easy read too. I read it in like 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
It's a binge.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
On that note, guys.
I wish I could get the same serotonin that you guys get from books.
I think you can. You just have to read the right book. Like, I used to try to read self-help books.
Same.
Not for me.
That's what I started
with. Hurts
with.
This more.
Yes. Yeah. The one self-help book I actually did really like was Atomic Habits by James Clear.
That's what I've heard from a lot of people.
That one's good. It's easy to read because it kind of just sounds, it's like simple instructions, basically. It's tips and tricks, and it's simple. But like I did the David Goggins book. And
Brian has those on our bookshelf right now. Hasn't touched them yet,
but
he has them.
Yeah. I mean, they're good. He went through like some crazy stuff, and he's a crazy person. But I think like reading for enjoyment now, like just to read a cute little story, I like that way better. Yeah. Than being all serious and like I just can't do it. But you'll learn to like it because honestly, besides like middle school and high school when you had to read a book, I didn't read until like 2 years ago. And now I love it. I have a little Kindle and everything.
Yeah, you just gotta find it. You have a library at your disposal.
I really do.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Fine Cellar podcast, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're your co-hosts, aka hosts, aka my name is Gia Angelina.
And I'm Sam Marie. And today we're here with Kersten Mcabee, otherwise known as Krash.
Yes.
AKA
Thank you for having
Krash.
me.
Yeah, welcome on the podcast. We're really happy to have you.
Yeah, it's cool to see it in person because I've always watched your guys' videos.
Yeah,
and it's cool to be here.
I was deep in your YouTube videos today.
Oh God, I kind of forgot about.
But
YouTube.
just to find a drink order, so we could get you something to drink on the podcast.
Oh yeah, because I used to drink coffee all the time. I still do, but I spent way too much money. At what's it called? The Market Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they still have it by Ogilvy anymore in that little farmhouse? Did you ever go to that one?
I've never been to that one.
There was one up there in Ogilvy?
Like the bottom of the hill.
Wow.
And it's like the nursery. Like the plant nursery.
Yeah.
Okay, I know where we are, but I don't know if I
They
never
might
been
have
there
closed it, but it was such a cute little shop, and it was right by my grandma's house. It was right on my way to work, and I literally was late to work every day because of that. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, she had to have said it somewhere before what her order might be.
Oh, yeah.
That was deep. And then when you were talking about Seroquel earlier, I saw on your reel how you're looking at a girl who just beat the Seroquel munchies. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that only happens like once a month. Literally.
It's okay.
But yeah, so
You're our very first guest, by the way.
very first guest.
Oh,
So we're
really?
just like, other than
Starting
Brian,
2025, he doesn't even count.
He don't
That's
count.
cool. That's awesome.
We're very excited. Yeah, we're happy
I'm
we're here.
excited to be here. I feel so comfy.
Good.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Let's start with 2 truths and a lie as like an icebreaker.
Okay.
I could go first.
Okay.
Yeah, go first.
Okay. Okay. I fell out of a second-story window. I've gotten stung by a jellyfish, and I've stolen a car and drove with no license.
Oh.
And then our goal is to pick
The
lie,
lie.
right? Okay.
Yeah. Jellyfish.
Those are
second
good.
story window, and stealing a car and driving it with no license.
I feel like you did that. I feel like you actually did steal a car.
I feel like you want us to be thrown off by that.
Yeah. Wait, I think the lie is the jellyfish thing.
I think I'm gonna second it because I think I have a cheat to one of these, and I think I do already know about one of them happening, and then the other one I do think you're trying to throw us off.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do my job, guys? I think you're right. I have never been stung by a
really?
jellyfish.
Okay.
Okay.
The second story window is me and my cousin Ronan. We actually did some real like movie type escape because it's like 2 a.m, right? We're trying to leave and go smoke at some random person's garage. You know what I mean? And we're like, how do we get out of this house? Everybody's still downstairs, like awake, watching TV, whatever. The parents can't see us leave. The door's loud as fuck. We tie bed sheets together to get out this
That's
window.
crazy.
Ronan goes first. Ronan goes first, and she's lowering herself down these bed sheets. When she gets her full body weight out the window, Ronan weighs 100 pounds max. The knot goes and rips apart. She smacks a bicycle on her back on the ground. I was cracking the fuck
And
up.
then you followed her?
Yeah, I had no choice. I had to. She was on the ground. I had to go. So she runs away like a rat in a kitchen, guys. It was hilarious. She literally sprinted. I'm like, Ronan. I'm trying to whisper, yell. It's 2 a.m. It's pitch black outside. I'm like, Ronan, come back, please.
You're like,
comes
I'm
back.
not going. That would have been me.
She comes back. I'm like, Ronan, put the trash cans together, please. Like, I need something to land on that you literally just fell on your back. Like, this is terrible. She puts these trash cans together, and I fall right in between the trash can and the house and bend straight over it, like waist over the trash can, knock the wind out of me. I'm dry heaving. It's 2 a.m. She's like, we have to leave. That was so loud. I'm like,
And nobody saw you guys?
Nobody saw us. No.
That's
I
good.
drove to that house because it was literally like a 3-4 minute drive away. Drove, and we smoked. I got back in the car, and I was like, Ronan, I can't feel my legs. Like, can we please just go home? Like,
Oh no! Like the night's ruined at that point.
no, it was terrible. It was wow.
That's funny. Those
And
were
then
good.
what about the car?
When I was 15, I was about to be late to basketball practice, and being an athlete in high school, them coaches either don't play or don't care, you know what I mean? So the coaches look at us and be like, if you're late, the whole team's running. Well, I don't want to piss off my teammates. Like, these are my only friends. So Trace was supposed to take me, my older brother, and he never got up. He just was being lazy. So I had my permit at the time, but I took Dirty Mike, this old Ford Focus we had. It was tore up. I took it and drove it, and I was driving in the wrong lane, and my mom called me as soon as I walked in the door at practice. She said, "Don't fucking get back in that car. We're coming to pick you up." It's like, okay.
Oh, so I would be scared of your mom, mad.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I did it pretty
good.
Okay, it's only up from here because you guys got that right instantly.
Okay. It was just because I knew about you and Ronan. I knew about the window story. And then she felt so confident that one was to throw us off. And I was like, so yeah, jellyfish. And I was like, I would have heard about a jellyfish at some point, right?
I feel like mine aren't that good.
Mine aren't either. And I'm like really bad at this stuff. So I might go like this.
Oh yeah, that's me. I'm not good at lying.
I'm gonna go like
you were good at it.
Thanks, gang. I used Ronan. Ronan got stung by a jellyfish at your wedding in North Carolina.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she did.
I
wrapped
love
around
that
her
name,
leg.
by the way.
Her,
Ronan.
Her government is Octaviana.
Even
shut your mouth. That's literally
she's Latina. I love her.
That's okay. It's not the same exact, but Octavia is one of the
I
girl
love that.
names that me and my boyfriend want to name our daughter one day.
Have you ever seen the 100?
Yeah, that's
I love
why
it.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the one.
I love her name.
yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. That's beautiful. So that's her middle name.
Ronan is her middle name.
Oh,
yeah.
she was blessed
That's
with
what
the
I'm
name.
saying.
Yeah.
That is. She does have an elite name.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta go.
Okay, I'm gonna go like this though.
Me looking at the thing.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
I won't.
Maybe it'll be better though if I can't see you guys.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to penicillin. Guys,
Wait, is she allergic to penicillin?
I smoked weed the first time at age 11. I won a hula hooping contest in kindergarten. The range is kind of crazy.
Wait, that's funny. Okay, wait.
I thought the range might make it more confusing.
Wait, what's penicillin though?
An
Isn't that a painkiller?
antibiotic.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking I'm Percocet.
I'm allergic to Percocet. I'm kidding. I wish I was.
Fuck.
Okay, wait. What was it? So the penicillin. What was the second one again?
I smoked weed the first time at age 11.
Her covering her face
And
is making me crack.
I won a hula hooping contest in kindergarten.
That one's hilarious.
The hula hoop contest.
I feel like you won the hula contest. Like, I feel like that's true.
I think the weed one is true too because I think Sammy let it slip the other day.
Oh.
I think my guess is penicillin, but that's such like an odd like.
Yeah, but I feel like you might really be allergic to penicillin. Okay, wait.
And did I get the age right about the weed?
That was my thing. I think the age 11 weed thing is the lie because you might have did that at like 13.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'll back you on it. Okay.
I'm not allergic to penicillin.
This motherfucker.
Oh, you just did reverse psychology on
I
us.
did.
That was good. Okay,
My heart was racing though.
That was good.
I'm acting like we're gonna win $1 million for that.
Okay, mine are like kind of like melodramatic. Okay.
That's okay. We love that.
Okay. I've had plastic surgery on my nose. I'm a felon. And I enjoy public speaking.
So I'm actually going to go ahead and go right off rip and say you don't enjoy public speaking.
Okay. Nobody does. I feel like nobody really does.
Yeah, I'm gonna go same.
Is this true?
Wait, hold on. I almost said my autistic brain. Wait, I'm not autistic. My dyslexic brain. Okay, that's the one that you guys think is a lie, right? You're picking the lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Y'all think I'm a felon?
There's no way you enjoy public speaking. The way you were just talking about that live on Instagram.
I feel like you talked about it a little bit when we met at coffee.
I feel like if you're a felon, it's going to be something like I peed in public or something like.
That's funny. Okay. That is the lie. I'm not a felon.
Okay.
But I actually do enjoy public speaking. I know what we just talked about. Okay, if it's like...
Because I feel
I
like
have it prepared and I have a speech and like I know what I'm going to say and I go out and speak because I've done it several times, like, at a young age. Like, I like that. I think when you put social media into it on top of being live, that's a little scary. But if I'm in the flow, like, if I feel good, I'm in a good mood, it's about a good topic, I like it. Because I like making people laugh. I like, you know what I mean? But then, like, being put on the spot makes me nervous. But I'm pretty good at it, though. I'm actually pretty good at it. Like, you know, the Capitol Theater. Have you ever heard of This Is My Brave? I don't know. It's like NAMI. You know NAMI, the mental health organization around Wheeling. Well, they used to have this thing called This Is My Brave. And I was, like, 18, maybe
I saw
19.
you post about that.
Yeah, and, like, I watched it a couple months ago because I was so cringed out. I was like, oh, my God, I'm never going to watch it. And I actually watched it, and I'm like, wait, I kind of ate.
Yeah.
Like, I ate that. And like,
that's the best feeling ever.
Yeah, and, like, I've gone on Donnie Gilbert's show a couple of times, and I feel like I like that. Yeah.
Nice.
And I thought that was good because most people hate it.
Yeah.
Like, nobody really says, like, I love public speaking.
No,
So.
never heard it
Wait,
once in my life.
hilarious, though, y'all.
Okay, I have 2 questions, though. Number 1,
Okay.
why did you have plastic surgery on your nose? Had to be it was broken or something. And 2, if you were a felon, what would it be for? Like, what are you most likely to be a felon for?
Okay, I'm going to answer the nose one first.
Okay.
So, I think I was maybe 8, 9, 10, around there. It was stupid. Like, I had a broken blood vessel, and it was, like, dead, but it went all the way up my nose or whatever, and they just had to get it out. And I always bragged, because, like, technically, it was a plastic surgeon that performed the surgery.
Yeah.
And, like, I used to do pageants and, like, cheering and dance and stuff, and, like, my mom always, like, did my makeup when I was a little girl, so, like, I thought it was, like, and I loved, like, the Kardashians and stuff, so I was like, I had plastic surgery on my nose. And, like, my mom's like, not really, but okay. Like,
I'd be telling everybody at school.
Yeah,
I definitely would.
Yeah, I always, like, ran with that. So, the felon thing, to be, like, 100% honest with y'all, if I were to be a felon, it would be, like, a violent crime. Like, honestly, it would be a violent crime. Yeah.
Well, and when you said felon,
One
I'm
day.
like, what's the... It's coming.
It's coming, probably.
You've been training for years.
Literally. At, like, 65, there's, like, one thing that I really want to do, and I don't care if I go to prison for it. Just kidding. That's alleged.
Don't put that in.
Don't cut
This
that
comes in
back.
your trial.
They play this. They have us come to the witness stand. I'm like, wait, can I cover my face again?
Yeah, literally.
The thing was too is I'm like, I don't know, like there's some stupid things that are considered felonies, right?
That's what I'm
Like
saying,
aren't
like,
a lot
peeing
of
outside is,
drug
like-
charges, like isn't like weed still a felony some places?
I think in some places.
or like
Yeah.
possession depending on how much you have.
For a while, it was carts in West Virginia were considered a felon because they're methamphetamine,
Like the weed carts or whatever.
yeah, wax
Yeah.
carts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was like, it's got it. Like, if it was that, I was like, she's trying to throw us off, but it's something stupid. Like, I didn't think you murdered anybody and then came and sat here with us today.
No,
What if
that's
she did
funny.
come sit down?
I
She's
could be
like,
the
yeah.
president though and still be a felon.
That shit's
I'm
great.
kidding. not
That
to,
is.
not to be political, but you can do just about anything in America.
Except for drug crimes, right?
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
On that note.
So, what does I mean, I don't know if we've said it yet or not, but you're a boxer.
I was gonna give a little intro and then I effed up your last name and blank.
Oh, it's okay.
Blank.
It's okay.
Forgot how to speak.
It's okay.
But beyond that, like you obviously do other things. So what does like a normal day in your life look like?
So right now I'm not working a normal job, so I'm very blessed to like kind of just do what I want, but it never turns out that way. So normally like Monday through it starts on Sunday through Friday. I try to wake up. It doesn't always work out perfectly, but me and my boyfriend try to wake up at like 5, go to the gym at 5:30. I get my cardio in the morning, and I have like a really strict, like I literally color code in like Excel spreadsheet like my months. Like I'm very like
Organized.
yeah. And so wake up in the morning, work out, and then honestly, I'm not that good of a morning person, so I most likely will like take a little nap in between, because I can't, like, I feel like that's too long of a day. And then I read, I cook, I love to cook, because like that's what I did for a living, was a line cook. So I love to cook. I pretty much meal plan our whole week and our whole month out. I prep our food, and then honestly, like, lately just been chilling, playing with my cats. And then when it's time to go to practice, and like every day honestly is revolved around like the gym and practice. So around like 4:30 I go to the gym, and either if it's a boxing day or a jiu-jitsu day, I do that, and then come home, eat. Lately we've been watching Lost. You guys know that show?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so
Did you and Brian start that?
Mm-mm.
It's so good. Have you ever seen it? Like, my mom used to watch it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
My mom and my grandma. So we were, like, going to rewatch it. Our friend at boxing said him and his girlfriend started watching it again. So it's, like, a daily basis is very kind of boring. It's, like, you wake up, you work out, you know, you come home, you recover, you eat, plan for dinner, go to the gym, come back, eat, watch TV, go to sleep. And that's, like, every single day. Like I said, Sunday through Friday, and then Saturdays I definitely try to like rest, like completely rest, have like me time, because my boyfriend is a bouncer at the 19th hole on the weekends, so like then I have the house to myself and I chill and I read, and I try to take care of my grandma a lot, go see her. There's another older lady at her apartment complex that I help sometimes, and chop it up with the old people, honestly.
Yeah.
And, I like love my cats. Like, we have 4 cats at the house, so like we have a pregnant one on the porch too, like a feral pregnant cat, but she's so cute. So like literally just like taking care of my animals, working out, and taking care of my family. Basically, that's what I do on a daily basis.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's basically all I want to do on a daily basis.
It's awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
And like I'm so blessed, because like I've had my sponsors and stuff give me money and for training and you know, like travel expenses, gym memberships, you know, nutrition, all this stuff, and that allows me to be the fighter that I am, because like if I didn't have enough time to train, like I can't be as good, you know what I mean? Like you have to put in the actual hours. So like a year ago when I was working at the country club, and I had to, you know, the hours aren't perfect when you're a line cook. Like people would always be like, oh, you need to be at practice more. And it's like, dude, I don't have a 9 to 5. I have a 2 to 9, you know? And like, that's kind of hard to revolve your day around it. But now I can like literally fully dedicate my whole entire life to this. And I'm just hoping that it keeps going. So I'm kind of like going off like hopes and prayers right now. Like it'll work out, but it's kind of sketchy when you first start out, because you just have to go for it. So
that's awesome though.
Yeah. And I try to do my social media too. It's kind of hard to keep up with it sometimes. I go up and down with it. I usually try to schedule out my videos, but sometimes I get lazy and I don't. So I try to film videos, but people are on it. I'm not always on it, but I try.
We wouldn't have a platform if Sammy didn't sit down and edit our videos. So
I feel like you've been on it with Instagram recently, though.
Yes, I have. I've
getting
really
after
been
it.
Trying. Yeah, literally. Like I remember, I was in the office at my old job, and I decided I had like 1 point something views for 30 days, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to do this, and I was studying all this stuff on Reddit, YouTube, just like reading all these articles on like how to boost your engagement and like the algorithm and stuff. And like ever since that day, I've just been like trying, like researching all this stuff, and it works.
You feel like it's going well?
Oh yeah, like a couple days ago, it's like 100,000 views I hit in the last 30 days. And like when I first decided to do it, I was at like 1.9 every 30 days.
Nice.
Like 1,900. So yeah.
Good for you.
It works. If you be consistent, it works. It's just, it might take a minute.
Yeah.
And then if you don't see the results right away, that's when people stop.
And get discouraged.
You just can't stop. So, and
That's
it goes
awesome.
down. It goes down all the time. It goes up and down. And then I'm like, oh, what am I doing wrong? But then you see a video of someone saying, like, just don't give up. Like, there's a video of Tyler, the creator, that I saw the other day, and he's like, even if you got 200 views, oh well. Like, some people make albums for 10 years and never get discovered, and then their, like, 11th album, like, boom, they pop off. So you just never know. You just got to keep trying.
Yeah. That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Good for you. Talking about sponsors, is Bucked Up, is that like your main? I saw you're a Bucked Up ambassador.
It's not technically, I guess, considered a sponsor. Like, I'm a brand ambassador of theirs, and it's just a program that you can enroll in, and they basically, like, you fill out the application and they just say yes or no. And so, like, if you click on the link, if you buy anything with my link, I get a percentage out of that. But, like, I haven't gotten any sales yet, but it's really cool.
Oh,
Their
shit,
program,
I'll buy something.
Okay, yeah, that would be awesome. Because their program is extremely organized and really well done, and they have, like, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and 4 and 5. And then once you get to a 5-star ambassador, they, like, send you once a year to, like, this crazy location with all the other ambassadors and pay for your hotels, and you get a +1, and it's, like, a really cool thing. And the criteria to me is really not that hard. It's just they're like, I'm already, like, a 3-star. And I get a lot of clicks, but no one has actually bought stuff yet.
Shit. Sammy, we gotta get some for this girl.
Yeah, because they have, like, a female brand. Like, they have, like, Babe something Bucked Up. Because I can't do, like, really intense pre-workout. It makes me... I don't like the itchy stuff. But they have so many things. And it's really cool, actually, because in order to be a brand ambassador, they make you take, like, a lot of tests to know the products. Like, you actually have to know what you're talking about. And other brands, they might be like, yeah, just post this and whatever. They literally make you take a test on every single product they have, and that's really cool. So I'm like, okay, I'm actually cool to endorse that, because I believe in that, and they have, like, really clean products and everything. So but my main sponsors, I gotta pull up my little list here.
You just did a really good job selling me on Bucked Up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you did a good job.
Bucked Up, if you're watching this. I want to be a 5-star ambassador. My main sponsors are, like, they're all, honestly, local businesses around the Ohio Valley. So, Matt Jones Pre-Owned Auto, the 19th Hole, Generations, the Triangle Property Services, and he is actually one of my teammates in jiu-jitsu that he owns, the Glessner Group, Jill's Gentlemen's Club, and Highbrow Artistry. And, yeah, those are my sponsors that actually bought, like, a package and stuff like that. And I have I'm getting them on my shorts, and, like, I'm making T-shirts for my fights. I'm going to pick them up tomorrow, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so sick. Like, you just repping the wheeling community out there when you're fighting.
And what's cool is my friend Jazz, she's going to be a ring girl out there in Nashville, and, like, I don't know, that's cool, because I didn't even know she was doing it. So I'm gonna, like, get a picture and video and be like, repping Wheeling, West Virginia, and Tennessee. Yeah, I'm excited.
That's awesome. Yeah. Are you excited to? So you did, like, you did sparring in Nashville, didn't you?
Kentucky.
Yeah. Oh, have you been to Nashville then?
I've never been to Nashville, Tennessee. No, have you guys?
I haven't.
There. It looks really fun. I'm excited to go. Yeah.
I think I was just listening to something. It's this podcast on Spotify. It's called Save Not Soft, and this girl just preaches the whole time, and I just been starting my mornings off with her. She said her and her boyfriend were in Nashville, and she said Nashville just feels like when you land the plane, you feel at peace, because it feels like I don't know, something special about it. So you'll have to let us know.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Nashville. So it looks awesome. We got a little Airbnb. The fight is on Friday. We're going to be there on Wednesday. And then Thursday is, like, the press conference and the face-offs and the weigh-ins. And then we're probably going to stay Saturday as well, just to enjoy it. Like, just to be with my family and everything. So,
yes. I feel like you got to have a day after the fight.
Yeah.
How are you going to, like, I would be so, I don't know if this is how you would be, but when I know I have something, like, even if we're looking at a day and I'm like, I have an appointment at 2:00, I can't think about anything but that appointment. Yes. So, like, if I had to travel and I had a a match, a fight on Friday, I'm not thinking about anything except that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you got to give yourself time to eat good food when you're there. Like, there's gonna be so many unique type of foods and drinks that you're not gonna be able to eat because you got weigh in the day of.
Exactly. And I want to like celebrate after the fight and everything like that. So I'm excited. There's such cute Airbnbs. Like, I didn't get an extravagant one because it's just for me and my boyfriend, and then my team have a hotel that I got for them. But like, if like you ever did like a girls trip, there's so many cute Airbnbs in Nashville, but I'm just gonna get a basic one because we're not gonna stay there the whole time. It's really just for sleeping, you know? So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, that is exciting. Talking about the face-off, and how have you found yourself in those moments with those face-offs, like removing the person versus like the actual match of it? So like you get along with this person really wonderfully in life, but then you have to lock into it. What does that look like for you?
Well, I've only done one other one. Like I've stepped into a ring. This will be my 5th time stepping into a ring, but my other fights were tough man, and they didn't have a face-off, and I only did one other face-off, and that was with my friend Becca. And of course we weren't friends before, but after we fought, now we're good friends. But it's cool. I don't know, like, I feel like I'm a natural born fighter. Like, before I ever started training, I have been in plenty of street fights, and like I'm a very feisty person, and so that exactly it. You just have to detach yourself from that. Like, my opponent that I'm fighting on the 24th, I like her. She's cool. And, like, I mess with her. She's cool. But you just have to, like, we both agreed. You know, you have to think in your head, we both agreed to this. We both want to win. And we want to give people a show. Like, you want to do your absolute best. So, like, literally, like, when you're facing off with somebody, the 2 times I've done it, like, you just look in their eyes and you like, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, I do this little, like, grin. Like, I don't like to be all serious because, like, that's annoying. So I do this little, like, evil grin, and I feel like that just says everything. Because, like, in my head, I'm thinking, like, I'm going to rip your head off. That's it. Yeah, exactly. But it's fun, though. And then after that, you just shake their hand, and then you're like, all right, cool. Yeah. So I've had good experiences so far, and I'm still new, you know what I mean? Like, I'll have plenty of different situations and different vibes, and maybe one day I'll fight someone I really don't like. Yeah. And then that might be a whole different situation, but yeah, my opponent's cool, honestly, and I think that we're a really, really good matchup, and I think it's perfect. Other than she walks around probably a little bigger than me, like maybe 10 pounds bigger than me, but I know she's going to be pretty strong, but we're cutting down to 125, but that's on Thursday. And, you know, when you rehydrate and re-eat, you're going to be probably 5 to 10 pounds more than what you were on Thursday, if you do it right, you know what I mean? But yeah. I'm used to fighting bigger people. Like, all of the girls that I've trained with in this training camp have been, I walk around at like 129. Literally, I can't get away from that weight. And most of the girls that I have sparred with are like 160. So. Oh, okay. And, like, I only spar with guys, like, at my home gym up there in the bullpen is only guys. I don't have any girls. And then, so I go to other gyms to fight other girls, and they're, like, pro fighters, and they're, like, 160. So I'm like, if I can stand 10 toes with these girls, I'm good.
I feel like if you're standing 10 toes with the men in your gym, like, 9 times out of 10, they're going to have wingspan that's already longer than yours.
Yes. Yeah. That's the most annoying part is, unfortunately, I have short-ass arms, and it's really annoying. So that's okay, because then I learn how to go around it. So, like, I have to really focus on technique, because someone that's long, you can get away with more because you just
got reach.
Yeah, and then I'm like always getting bopped in the head, so I have to figure out how to get around that. So I think I'm just more technical. I'm faster. My endurance is just crazy. Like, that's my biggest thing. My cardio, like, you have to, like, tell me to stop. And, like, if I'm going to other gyms and they're like, how many more do you want to do? I'm like, man, listen, you got to tell me to stop, right, because I came here for work. Like, I want to go until I want to throw up. So even if I'm having a bad day, like, I'm in a bad state of mind, instead of doing something stupid, I'm just going to push myself harder at the gym because that's still physically getting it out of your system. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it helps a lot.
That's awesome that you have that built. I don't know what the word for it is. Instead of doing something destructive, practicing a good habit.
Yeah, it is. It's like replacing it. So
yeah, and I feel like there's not that many people whose brains are wired to be like, you have to tell me to stop, you know? So I feel like that's really works for you.
Yeah.
Especially in like what you're wanting to do with your life, just because, you know, in fighting and social media, like somebody's gonna have to tell you to when to stop. And so
and
therefore
especially
you won't.
being a girl in an all guy gym, not that it's an all guy gym, girls are welcome, but it's like mostly guys, so you feel like you have to prove yourself. Like I want to show people that I earned where I am, and I, you know what I mean, and like especially not only being the only girl, but I'm like the smallest person in the room. Even if there was other girls, like they're probably going to be bigger than me regardless. I have to work harder because I want to show people that like I deserve it where I am. Because I don't know, I just feel like I've always been in like male dominated fields, like being a line cook, it's mostly guys. Yeah. And I worked in the pipeline, that's mostly guys. And like even then I had to work really, really hard because I didn't want them to look at me like, oh, don't let Kersten do that. We'll do it for her. Like, no, I want to learn. Like, I really want to do it. So it's kind of like the same mindset that I have in boxing.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good to hear.
Yeah.
She's out there representing well.
Yes.
More than well.
And I like, do you guys do like Woman of the Week or month?
We do Women of the Week every week.
I love that. Yeah.
We love supporting women.
Yes, I love
women
that.
in male-dominated fields.
I swear, like that's I'm over here grinning when she's talking about that. I'm like, dude, I love this. Like,
yeah, that was gonna be one of my 2 truths and a lie. Is like I was a heavy equipment operator in the pipeline.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did that.
Yeah.
You know, like a steamroller. I did that, and then I did like the excavator thing. If they had to choose, like, they're not going to say, Kersten, hop on the hoe. Like, no. But they taught me how to do it, and I played around with it and, like, practice all the time. And then sometimes my stepdad, he's friends with, do you like Savage Construction or whatever? If you ever see that around Wheelie, he's friends with the owner. So sometimes if he needs something at the property, he'll let him borrow a piece of equipment, and then whenever he gets it, he like lets me practice on it, and it's like a video game. It's so fun.
I bet it looks fun.
It's cool, honestly. Like, I feel like you would like that.
I interned in quotes for Semperfi Paving Company, so I got to see a couple of their big like machines, whatever. My dad's a mechanic, and he loves all them little excavators, and
it's fun. Honestly, it's like huge. A video game. Like
the new ones look like a video games too, because the old ones like are stereotypical. The new ones probably got screens and air conditioning and like buttons that light up and shit. Like
it has CarPlay.
Yeah, that's funny.
I love CarPlay, guys. Oh my gosh.
Gia's car right now, she's like, the only thing I want is I just want a car with Apple CarPlay.
I drive a 2017 Volkswagen Jetta. It's a stick.
Do you really?
Yeah,
That's so funny.
It is so. I love it though. Like that. If you guys didn't know me, I'd use that as like a 2 truths and a lie or something. Yeah. That might be too specific.
Yeah.
No, that's cool though. Yeah. I know in theory how to drive a stick, but like I wouldn't be able to drive it right now. Like you'd have to teach me a little bit again.
Yeah.
I know the concept of it, but
right.
Yes.
I enjoy it because it keeps me locked in when I'm driving. Otherwise, I'd be watching TikToks while I drive. Like
I used to do that. I can't even lie. Like that's horrible, but I used to do that. I don't do it anymore.
Good.
A blessing and a curse with it is nobody gets to drive my car.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah. So
I gotta get a new car. I just sold my truck. So I'm so happy I sold my truck because that thing was like eating me alive.
Really? Yeah,
it's just like the payment was okay, but literally if I drove that thing every day, I go back and forth to the gym all the time. Like I'm always driving. So if I drove that thing every day, every month, it would cost me $500 in fuel on top of the payment, on top of the insurance.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, so I was like, this is just stupid. And honestly, like, I had it for, like, 3 years. So I said, okay, it's time to let it go. And so now I'm just going to get, like, a regular car. I'm just going to, like, I made profit off of it.
Good.
So like,
Good,
yeah, I made a good profit off of it. So because it was worth more than I owed on it. So whatever I have left, I'm just gonna like outright buy a vehicle and not have, a car payment. So
Smart. Yeah. Go get you a stick. It cost me $40 to fill up my tank.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so nice.
I actually had to research Volkswagen for a management class, and Volkswagen is top one car. Like, they're making the most profit out of everybody.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't tell you anything else about like their safety features or like production, but they're making the most money out of everybody right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I always tell Gia though, I'm like, if I could drive a stick shift, everybody would know it.
Oh yeah,
I'm walking in a room like, I'll drive.
Yeah,
I feel
like you're gonna be like,
yeah,
like, that's exactly what it is.
That's so cool. Though.
Oh fuck, the worst. Me and my friends went to Detroit to go for like a concert. It was a blast. I had so much fun, but it's a 4-hour drive, and I had to drive it at night by myself though, because both their cars were fucked up and they don't know how to drive a stick. I don't got time to teach y'all.
Yeah,
how to drive a stick. We gotta
It would
leave.
make me nervous the whole time. I'd rather just do it myself.
Yeah.
That's funny.
On the topic of like, we're actually kind of past it, but bucked up. If you could be an ambassador for anybody, any brand, who would you want to be an ambassador for?
That's a good question.
When you make it big, who do you want on your shorts?
That's such a good question.
Let's manifest it right now.
Facts. They're sending you merch, PR packages, like flying you out.
It's weird because I'm really not like a consumer. Like literally, I just bought makeup for the first time in, I can't even tell you, like years. Like I'm gross. I use old makeup. Like
Same.
It's
right.
Like, people are like, it expires in 6 months. I'm like, girl,
6 months is crazy. I got
like,
money every 6 months for new makeup. Like,
so, but because I'm doing the Ring Girl contest in Clarksburg this weekend, and me and my friend Autumn are gonna do it together. And she's like, "Will you do my makeup?" And I'm like, "Okay, maybe I should get some new stuff because this is gross." But like, I don't know. Like, I don't consume that much. Like, I'm not really much of a shopper.
What about like your favorite workout or boxing brands?
Yeah, they're okay. Actually, I think it would be really cool. So like, one of my favorite pro female boxers right now, she's 19 or just turned 20. She's so cool. She's 6-0. I could be wrong. Her name's Fran Hennessy. She's sponsored by Champion.
Oh,
that would be cool. I don't know.
Sick.
I think that's cool. I love Champion. And then I love Adidas. Adidas everything. Work shoes, Adidas. Running shoes, Adidas. My boxing shoes are Adidas. So that would be cool. Yeah, I would say something like that. Adidas or Champion, Everlast. Those would be really cool.
But those would be cool.
I just don't like consume a lot. Like, I don't buy a lot of stuff. Like, I literally look forward to Christmas just because I know that like this little sweatsuit, my stepmom bought it for me for Christmas.
Cute.
And like, I get like 1 or 2 outfits a year, literally. But maybe that'll change, and it's obviously a financial thing. Like, I don't have money to blow like that, but like, I do like shopping and I do like consuming stuff. So, but yeah, when I do buy stuff, it's mostly workout stuff, new equipment, new gloves. There's a brand called Super Rare that my gloves are, that are a cool brand. Dana White like endorses them. That would be cool. So, because they're pretty affordable, honestly. Like, I wouldn't want to be sponsored by like any like crazy thing that I wouldn't use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something realistic that people that would follow me could afford to buy.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Because then it's like no fun really endorsing it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense.
I mean, like a little PR gift in the mail of something fancy would be cool, but like,
hell yeah.
Like Champion and Adidas, like that's pretty affordable. You know what I mean? And that's pretty common. Like, people love that stuff. So, yeah. That's what I would say.
Good answers.
Yeah.
And it'd be versatile for you because you get shoes, workout gear, but then you could get cozy sets too.
Yeah, they have. That's what. Yeah, they have everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love cozy stuff. Like,
yeah.
I'm glad you guys are in sweatpants. And
I looked at Sammy. Sammy and I were actually. Sammy was reading and I was laying on the couch just like doom scrolling before we came here. And I looked at Sam. I was like, Sam, what are we wearing for this podcast? And she had almost exact. I think this.
I said, I don't think I'm changing.
Yeah,
I was like, that's all I had to hear. What just put a different hoodie on.
Yeah. Literally, that's awesome.
Maybe like with your content creation, what's your favorite right now as far as posting on it, making stuff for it? What do you really want to see grow?
My Instagram for sure. I have like bad luck with TikTok. I know we were just talking about like it might be banned, but it looks good. We have hope.
We're hoping for that 270-day thing.
Yeah, we have hope for TikTok. But I enjoy consuming on TikTok. I like the audios that they have on TikTok more, and like the humor side of it. But I have tried and tried and tried. I can't grow on TikTok. I hate to say the word I can't, but I think I'm like low-key like shadow banned, because like probably like 3-4 years ago now I used to do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And I think I used to talk about it on TikTok like every once in a blue moon, and I think one of my videos got like reported for that, and I think I would have to just start over completely, because they just associate my account with that, I think. But even though I don't have anything like inappropriate on there, and it's all about boxing, working out, and, like jokes and stuff like that, I would like it to be TikTok. But right now it is Instagram that's like growing the fastest. And it's not that fast, like it takes a while, because I used to do other stuff, like I used to promote other stuff, so I'm losing that following and gaining the following that now I do want.
Yeah.
Like 95% of my following is men. But
weirdly, so is ours.
Yeah.
On YouTube anyways. I don't know how to check it on everything.
We used to have this one consistent person comment, and I'm pretty sure
and
the guy.
Yeah, and he's like, I like this setup. And next one he'd be like, clean up the table. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't mind if like they're supporting, like if you're following me as a man and you like combat sports and you like boxing and you like jiu-jitsu and you're like whatever, I want your support, but I don't want the men following me for like just waiting for me to post a bikini pic.
Yeah.
Like no.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, I could knock you out. Well, I'm sure you could.
Yeah, no fucking
Sure you
shit.
could.
You're actually twice my height and my weight.
Yeah.
Like,
And you have mad testosterone.
Yeah.
Like,
I just don't get that. So like those kind of people I don't want to follow me. But yeah, if you're a guy and you like what I'm doing, yeah, I want your support. But I'm losing those kind of people that I don't want and gaining the people that I do. So like my following goes up and down a lot.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Like I want the girlies to follow me.
Hell
Like
yeah.
you know what I mean? So I don't care. But sometimes it's discouraging because you feel like you're doing really good and then you're like, oh, like 20 people just unfollowed me. And I'm like, what did I do? But it might just be 20 people that are like, oh, she not posting nudes anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's fine.
Yeah.
Bye. Like I don't
Yeah.
want people like that to follow me anymore. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just like I don't
just
do
not-
that anymore.
Yeah.
It's not me anymore. But I don't like ever hide that I do that stuff. I mean, Jill's Gentlemen's Club is one of my sponsors. And that's where I started dancing like 6 or 7 years ago. So I don't.
There's no
I'm not
reason
afraid.
to hide it.
Yeah, because that's where I came from. That's what
Yeah.
paid my family's bills for a while. Actually, that's what put food on my family's table. So I have no problem saying that's where I came from.
No.
That's how I bought my camper. That's how I bought my truck. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And it's a shame that anybody's ever made somebody, like, it's a shame. And most of the time it's like, it's either jealous women or it is the men themselves who are spending their money on it.
Right. It
But
makes me giggle.
yeah, and they're the ones who are making people feel like they do have to feel apologetic or feel like they have to hide that in any sort of way, but that's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what? You're just mad you can't pay your bills. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And I still have dear friends of mine that still do that stuff, and I support them 100%. Like, I still go to Jill sometimes and see my friends
Yeah.
and spend money on them, you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
And honestly, it's a woman-owned business.
Oh,
and
that's good.
like the owner is a woman, the manager is a woman, everyone in there is a woman, and they're literally my family, honestly. So I love them dearly, and I'm like proud to support them, and they support me, and I'm gonna have them on the back of my skirt. And for this fight, I'm wearing a skirt.
Cute.
And I'm
Love
so
that.
excited. Yeah, it's
Love
really
that.
cult. It's a skirt technically. But
Yeah, just in
case.
we don't want to keep those fans around.
Yeah, literally.
Unless the money's showing.
This is the
Some-
premium content.
Some boxers are actually sponsored by OnlyFans.
Mhm.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, the guy that Anthony Taylor that owns the promotion that I'm fighting on, he is sponsored, I believe. don't quote me on this. I think he's sponsored by OnlyFans because like his exclusive training content. Like if you want to see what he's doing in his camp, you can subscribe to his OnlyFans. Like people forget that it's just a subscription based thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I've gotten to the side of Instagram on my algorithm where it shows me like dancers and they're counting their money at the end of the night. I love to see it. And they're like, slow night. They're just like going through $1,000.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's amazing.
I miss those days, honestly. It was fun. But I got to the point I had to quit dancing because I couldn't make money because I just was so mean to the customers. Like, I couldn't do it. Like I would walk up to a customer and like you used to be like, hey, how are you? Like, what do you do for work, baby? Oh my God, you're so cute. I'd be like, do you want to spend money on me? Yes or no?
Get to the fucking point, babe. Like,
and they would be like, not if you're gonna act like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go scroll on my phone now. Because like the girls would be like, come on, like a couple new people just walked in, like, why don't you go try it? And I'm like, oh, like I don't want to. I hated it. And I was like, yeah, maybe it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to wrap it up.
I've reached like my limit for this.
Yeah, I couldn't do it anymore. I just could, like, I'm bad at faking it. Like, if I don't like you, if you are annoying me, it physically, like, it strains my body physically, and I can't fake it. So this one time, someone took money off of the stage, and I was like, oh, you don't do that. Like, you gave it to me. You can't take it back. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Put my money back.
Yeah. And so he was, like, arguing with me, so I scooped up all of my money, and I threw it in his face, and I said, pick it up off the floor. And he did. He got up on his hands and knees and picked the money up.
She said, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I said, pick it up off the floor.
He's like, do you actually want more money?
Yeah. He was so embarrassed. He was so pissed they had to kick him out. He was, like, cussing me out. And I was like, you wanted your money back. Pick it up off the fucking floor.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
It was funny, but I'm weird. Like, I get enjoyment off of that stuff. Like, I love that. And it's not healthy. It's not good. But, like, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to get myself in trouble. So I think I should just retire from doing this. I did it for too long. I started when I was 18 years old. Definitely messed up some of my brain chemistry. So I'm going to try to heal and be a normal citizen.
Yeah, but I feel like that's super commendable that you've recognized that you're losing a portion of a following and gaining a new one, but you're doing something that you're passionate about, that you want to keep with, and you're clearly motivating the girlies for sure.
Yes.
And you're locking into that, whereas it could happen to any of us when you we're making stuff maybe that doesn't feel right for you anymore, but then you lose the following from it. It would be easy to like jump back into it just because of numbers' sake. And
because I know, like, it's sad. I know right now if I post a picture of like me in a bikini, I know that's going to be the most viewed and liked picture on my Instagram.
Yeah.
And then if I post a picture of me like doing a crazy workout and I'm like looking gross and sweaty, probably not going to do the best.
Yeah.
And that just speaks on plenty of things.
Yeah.
Like, that just shows a lot.
The fact that you can come to peace with like, this is the content you prefer to put out there shows that you're growing 100%. Shows that this is the community I want to be a part of. And
and that community will build, like, as you were saying, if you lock into it. But it's definitely awesome that you're sticking the course.
Yeah, you just have to be patient. You just have to be patient and know that that's just what you want to do. So.
Yeah. We did Clarissa Shields as the Woman of the Week.
Would you spar with her?
I would be fucking terrified. I would be terrified, but I would.
Yeah.
I would, because I would learn a lot from her.
Nice.
Yeah, I would love to learn from her because, I mean, she's an Olympic boxer. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, me, I don't know what we call it, but not dirty boxing, but, like, just amateur boxing. Okay, you can do that, like, in West Virginia. There's USA boxing, and you have to follow all these rules, and then that's what you get into, like, the Olympic style boxing. So, like, she, not saying there's a right or a wrong way, but she truly built herself up and learned the technique and, like, put in the work. Like I said, not saying one is better than the other, but how I started, like, when you start the tough mans and the rough and rowdies, redneck brawls, it's not really about technique. It's kind of brawling and just scrappy, but the way she started is super technical. So like I would love to learn from someone like that, because like my friend Becca that I went to see in Kentucky, she started off USA boxing. They're very technical. The rules are different. The judging is different. Some people don't like that, but it is good when you learn, because you learn boxing. You don't just learn to go out there and swing your hands and, well, I did better than he did. No, it's like you actually learn the technique. So, yeah, I would be terrified to get in the ring with her. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. But I wouldn't say no, because that would just be, like, rude, I think, to say no to something like that. But I'd be a little scared. Yeah, but I would do it.
Yeah, that would be scary.
Would you?
I get knocked out so quick.
But what if she was just go like, because what if she was like, okay, let's just like work a little bit, I'm not gonna swing 100%. Heavy. Because like that's like people don't realize, like, if you're actually like a decent boxer, you don't even have to be a great boxer, but when you spar, you shouldn't be fighting. Like, it should just be technical and you're working. So like, yeah, if it was agreed upon like that, all right, let's just work technique. Yeah.
I've been asking people recently, just like, I can't remember if I've asked you, I don't know yet. This is a little bit off topic, but
that's fine.
if you had to, what is the youngest age you would fully swing on, punch in the face? I said 10. I'd fully, you have to swing. I heard 8 one time.
Wait,
I was like, wait,
8's crazy.
I thought you said 12. Or was it Brian who said 12?
I don't know.
I'm
guess sticking
it's
with 10.
situational, you know, like
there's some big 10-year-olds.
That's what I'm saying. Like a 10-year-old.
Okay, actually, I've actually been in this exact situation.
Yeah.
And you're like, is it time for me to swing?
I'm not even gonna say what, when, where. Maybe after the videos are cut, I'll tell you guys, because you'll know what it is. But I had a job. I was telling some of the kids, like, okay, it's time to go to bed. And they were being really bad and, like, throwing basketballs around the house. And, like, it was like 3 in the morning. They had school in the morning. I'm like, oh, my God, like, let's get it together, boys. And, you know, like, I was the young one. So, like, they thought I was the cool one. So they always listened to me. And I always was cool with them. I wasn't, like, the nagger. I wasn't, like, you know, the person that's, like, always follow the rules. I let stuff slide. So I was, like, really hurt when this happened. And he was, like, 12 or 13, but he was huge.
Yeah.
And,
chunky or just, like, built big?
Like, built. Like,
wow.
He was huge, and he was, like, really aggressive. But, you know, he was going through stuff, so I don't fully blame him. He was going through a lot of stuff. But, yeah, he came at me, like, aggressively came at me, and I forgot, like, where I was. And, like, I fucking swung on him, and I went absolutely ape shit.
You kept swinging on him?
Yeah.
Oh,
I lost my mind because he was like hurt. He was really hurting me. And what am I gonna do? Just stand there?
Yeah.
And let Bertha, that's 55, take care of me? She's not gonna do shit.
Yeah.
It's 2 in the morning. Like, this kid is beating the shit out of me. And one of the other boys, bless his heart, and I miss him so much, and I wish I was allowed to contact them, but because of, like, HIPAA and all that stuff, I can't. But he, like, grabbed my hand and, like, took me into the office and locked the door and was like, are you okay, Miss Kersten, and everything. And I was so embarrassed, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. But he was, like, viciously attacking me.
Right. What else can you
and
do?
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, and there's like 12 and 13-year-olds that are the same size as me, if not taller. Like, it's so...
He was so strong, and I was like...
They got all that testosterone going on.
Oh, yeah, they're going through it, so...
I mean, they're 6 foot 12 and 13-year-olds.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
That would... Okay, my answer would be 12.
Nice. Okay, 10 might be a little young.
Well, situational. You never know.
I mean, like, I might trip a 10-year-old, you know? Like, I'll kick the back of their knee.
Yeah, that's funny, honestly, yeah. But just to look at them and just, like...
Yeah, punching in the face is crazy.
Yeah. Maybe in the gut. Just, like, punch them in the gut or something.
Whack them on the back of the head. I don't know if I'd punch anybody square in the face.
It is kind of an
odd feeling.
like,
siblings.
Like, when I first started boxing and I first sparred, I guess, so, like, I just hit you?
We're cool.
Like, this is cool, right? Yeah, exactly. And they're like, yeah. So, like, and I've fought before, but even just, like, an agreed upon, organized space where everyone's just doing it for the sake of, you know, health and wellness and all this stuff. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, I feel like I should hate you, or I feel like we should be cussing at each other or something. So it is weird when you first start doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all have to come back to the gym.
Yes.
I would love to. I just get a little nervous going places by myself.
It's okay.
Especially where people are already established. It's one thing to go, like, out and about by yourself, but, like, this is your place. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I mean, it is, I mean, it's foreign feeling, but our gym is really welcoming, and honestly, people will work with you. Like, my coaches are so good, my teammates are really good. So yeah, I think you guys did good.
I had the time of my life. I tell everybody about it. I really do.
I think you guys will actually like excel at that if you tried. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I would definitely love to come back. I'd love to do what we did again. Life just got a little chaotic, but yeah, I would definitely love to come back. I just don't know if I ever really want to be like I just don't know if that's where I see myself as like sparring.
Yeah, I would love to.
But you don't have to. You know what I mean? You could just do it for the workout.
Yeah.
And do it. And we got all new like lifting equipment too. So like anytime the gym is open, if the doors are open, you guys can go in there. Like, period. You don't have to have a membership. You don't have to pay anybody. You don't have to know somebody. If the door is unlocked, it's a community center for a reason, so you just come in and work out.
Yeah.
I mean, people do it all the time. And so even if you just wanted to lift weights, like, where do you go to the gym? You said you were going to the gym tomorrow. Do you go to Planet Fitness?
Yes. I was going to the Y, but then they started doing and it was like, fuck, where am I going to go?
That's exactly what we did. Like, we have a membership at the Y, and then we got one at Planet Fitness because it was just getting a little hectic over there.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
And Planet Fitness
done.
is like new and
looks so good, honestly.
I told somebody, once the Y is done, I'll probably never go back to Planet Fitness just because I love a sauna, I love a basketball court.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
And once the Y gets like new equipment and
it's gonna be
space,
so good.
Agreed. Like,
when is it gonna be done? Do you know?
They said within the year.
Yeah, I think the end of 2025, like November-ish is the goal.
Oh, okay. That's
Have you
exciting.
been to the remodeled YMCA's anywhere?
Mm-mm.
Awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's awesome. So it's like a nationwide
like
thing that they're updating all of them?
So
that's cool.
I've never been to one that looks like ours. I've always been to like the updated ones. But
ours is
the
old.
Quality, the quality of like Planet Fitness.
That's the first YMCA ever built.
Is it really?
No.
Oh,
but it's gotta
like
be.
It.
It's gotta be.
Oh man,
we should actually Google that. But
yeah,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
The quality of like the machines at Planet Fitness are like the quality of the new ones of the Y.
Okay,
they're
good.
nice.
That's exciting. I like how much space there is at Planet Fitness now.
Agreed.
Do you guys want to do the rapid fire?
Yeah. But I feel like we just go like no explanation, just like say what your in is, and then I'll say one, and then
wait, we have to say the topics.
So do you have one lined up? Do you have two lined up? We'll go 4 in a row.
Okay, so like I would be like, in for this year is deleting those emails.
Constantly flossing. Next.
Out is saying like.
Waking up before 9 is in. Wait, out?
Wait, I was just going back and forth with them.
Oh, okay. Hey, I don't even understand. This is our show.
Oh, I wasn't prepared for this.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's okay. Anything you feel like is in or out for this year? I put road rage out.
Facts.
Yes, that's a good one. Yes.
I said Big Macs. I have personal beef. Those are out.
Those are out?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, Big Macs is crazy.
Oh, it's personal too. Like,
did you guys ever get a chance to get the chicken nuggets from Taco Bell?
No, were they good?
No.
They were so good, and now they're gone.
Bro, somebody said they
bring
ain't
them
been
back
seeing,
in.
Literally.
Somebody said they ain't been seeing a whole lot of birds recently. As soon as Taco Bell got chicken nuggets,
they were good though. Like, and honestly, they tasted like real chicken.
Really?
Like, it was honestly so good. And then the next time I went, because it's like a cheat code. It was like clean chicken nuggets, and then I got a side of rice and beans. Like, that's not that bad.
That'll get the job done.
If you need something quick, and then I went through the drive-thru and they were gone. And I do this all the time. Like, I try to like joke with people, and they're not. Like, they're just not on the same. Yeah. I was like, no, like being all dramatic, and he was like, and what else can I get you? And I'm like, bro, I'm like, what? You're not like.
You're like, if that was me, I'm not pulling up any. I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, I'm like trying to get out. Like, I run into the 19th hole. But yeah, like, and even I think it was yesterday. We're at Planet Fitness, and I'm like playing. This was so funny. My boyfriend is like registering for the tanning bed, and I'm like squeezing those like single things of like tanning lotion, you know, where they have like the hang up thing, and I'm like playing with it, and I'm talking to my boyfriend, and I look down and I broke one of them, and it's all over my hand.
You just been playing with it.
And then I look at the guy and I start hysterically laughing, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like I didn't mean to do this, like I'll clean it up. And he's like, it's all right. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, put it on my tab, and he's like, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, fuck off. Like, I'm trying to joke
They just
around.
can't ever catch it, you know what I mean?
And
Like,
I'm like, to me it's funny, like even if you didn't know what I was laughing about, if someone else is hysterically laughing, I'm probably gonna laugh with you, even if I don't know what you're laughing about.
Just give me a giggle at least.
Yeah,
a smile,
something.
at the very least.
a smirk even. Like, please.
That happens to me all the time, and I don't know why. Like, people aren't receptive to my jokes. Wait, that's my in.
Yeah.
Laugh more.
Yeah.
That's a good end. There you go.
Don't take life so seriously.
Yeah, and get the fucking joke.
Yeah, get the fucking joke.
Come
honestly.
with it. Come on.
Like, I shouldn't have to explain this to you.
And being witty.
Yeah, yes.
Agreed.
I put out anxiety.
Facts.
I don't want to see her anymore.
Literally.
I said in body T.
Yeah.
That's in.
Yeah.
Wait, out doom scrolling.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Facts.
So bad.
Yeah.
I put in fun drinks. Keep them coming.
Yes, that honestly that gets me through my day.
Yeah, and like mocktails.
Yes.
Yeah, like if Brian and I go up to Pittsburgh and they have like, if you've ever been to First Watch, they have mocktails there. And they're so good. Get it every time we go.
Out. Hey guys, let's stop drinking tequila all night on a Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday,
Wednesday,
crazy.
Thursday. Like, let's stop drinking every single day. Like, there's people that literally, obviously, there's people that drink every day. There's alcoholics all over the world. But I'm just saying, like, it's okay to, like, go out and not drink.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't drank in, like, 3 months.
Yeah.
We were just having this conversation. I don't know if, like, frontal lobe developing or I've just had too many bad experiences. Sammy and I don't really like to, like,
it's not
I want to put the word casually on it, but like you could go out with your friends and have casual drinks, but I don't know, I'm not pre-gaming a whole lot at my 20-year-old age.
No, and that's good because
and that's young to make that decision.
I know. Wait, you were 20?
Yeah.
I forgot you were 20. That's crazy.
I just did too much at like 16, you know, so
I did too. And I did way too much, like, after that, too. Like, years and years after that. So, like, it's just not fun anymore. Like,
agreed.
I would rather maybe cook a nice dinner with my boyfriend and watch a movie and have a glass of wine or something like that. But even then, like, the last couple of times I've drank, it's made me sad.
Yeah.
Like, and... You know, obviously that's probably like a me problem, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day...
But it is like a depressant.
That's what I was just going to say. Like, alcohol is a depressant, so, like, no wonder that it can make you sad.
Yeah.
So, maybe, like, is, like, go out with your friends and have mocktails.
Yes.
You know,
mocktails
appetizers.
all 2025.
Yes. Mocktails and appetizers.
Yes.
Like, that sounds like such a good time to me.
And let's talk about our books.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's make this a thing.
I'll bring my Switch.
Please.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Progress.
We can get in.
You can teach us about the Switch.
Exactly.
I got extra control.
Yeah.
Dude, I like Minecraft.
Hell yeah.
I like Minecraft.
Yeah. But yeah.
I can tell you about the Woman of the Week. Our Woman of the Week is Kelly Girardi. Or Girardi. I don't know how to say her last name. She's an astronaut. She's a female astronaut.
That's awesome.
I know her from TikTok because she named her daughter Delta. And everybody was like, you're an astronaut and name your daughter Delta? She's like, yes. Why the fuck would I not name my daughter Delta? She's like, I'm an astronaut. Like,
that's awesome.
She is the 90th woman in space over all time. So
that's awesome.
I'd say that's a pretty good. First I read it, I was like, 90th? I was like, I mean, you're top 100, you know, ever existing that we know of.
What is she? Do you have a picture of her?
Yeah,
I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm good with like faces, not names.
Yeah. I didn't know who she was until she just popped up on my like explore page on Instagram.
That's not who I thought it was. That's so cool though.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Would you guys go in space?
That's literally my dream job, is to be an astronaut. 100% would. Given the opportunity. However, I looked into it, and you got to have an engineering degree and a certain height and weight to even be like considered.
Really?
A lot of the times, yeah. Unless
That's
you're getting
crazy.
picked out at like the random situations where, oh, she's a teacher, let's put her in space.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it didn't work out too well.
Yeah, but like you got to be an engineer because of shit hits the fan up there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Would you go to space?
No.
Me either.
No. Fuck, I would.
I don't
100%.
know. No.
If I think about
I
space
don't-
too long, I'll spiral.
Yeah, I don't even really like flying. I would never get on a helicopter. I would never bungee jump. I would never skydive.
This bitch said we'd skydive at 50
I
episodes.
fucked up. I should have said 100.
Oh
We're what is this, 29? This is 29.
And I'm 27, and so my frontal lobe has fully locked in, right? Like, it locked in last year all the way.
Yes.
I can't do anything now. I'm scared of everything.
I'll probably pee myself when we skydive.
Yeah.
Now, so the one of the black belts at my gym, she's a girl, and she was the first. She should be woman of the week one day.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about her.
Yeah, so her name's Haley, and she was the first female black belt in West Virginia.
Nice.
Damn.
She is a badass.
Yeah.
Like, she is so good at jujitsu, it's ridiculous. But so she's taken some time off jujitsu, and she is like swear to God, like full-time skydiver.
Really?
Yeah.
What a
That's
pivot.
crazy.
What a pivot.
Yeah.
You have to do so many jumps, too, as far as, like, the training for it,
Mm-hmm.
which is nuts.
She does. She's to the point where she can do it by herself.
Yeah.
And I don't know too much about it, but she is like on a women's team, I think.
Shut up.
And they just broke the world record of, like, you see skydiving and they're holding hands and
Yeah.
making all these formations. They did an all women's one, and it was like they broke a record or something.
That's
of like,
dope.
yeah, and she's so good at it. Like, I don't know if you could, like, how do you be good at skydiving? But like,
But,
she loves
she's
it.
gotta be.
Yeah, she
She's
does
probably doing
these
flips.
flips. Yeah, so you have to be. But like, this girl literally can bench like 225 pounds. I swear to
wish.
dude, she's so strong, and she's not like huge. Like, I mean, she has muscles. Like, don't get me wrong, but she's just so good. But yeah, that's like my woman of the week.
Nice. I'm happy you brought one too. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, she's awesome. But
Skydiving teams? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was the thing.
yes, yeah, it's very scary.
I want to see that at the Olympics.
That would be dope. Yeah.
Yes, that would be crazy.
So a little bit about Kelly. She's 34. She's a mother. She her first flight was with Virgin Galactic, like whatever. When she went up into space, I think I saw that she was there
Virgin
for like
Galactic's a crazy
cracked
name.
me up a little bit. I won't lie. When I was reading about her, they were like, when she flew with Virgin Galactic, I was like, who the what? She? Question mark. No, but when her first flight, she went up there, and the purpose was to perform healthcare and thermodynamic fluid experiments. So she's all about women. She's all about like learning more about women's healthcare. That's what she promotes. She's also an author of the Luna Muna book series. There's 2 of them. They're children books, and I guess it's best selling. Like, they had a promotion in the White House. Like, somebody took a picture of it in the White House. With that book series, she tries to promote that the sky is not a limit for just all ages, kids,
cool.
anybody who wants to be an astronaut, anybody in general. She does IVF. Being a mother, she's 34. She wants to have another baby, but she's just sharing her journey through TikTok and Instagram. But
Okay, like she's currently going through IVF treatment.
yes, and she I just stalked her TikTok a little bit, and she said that she finds out her results of her recent treatment, because I guess they like, I don't really know how IVF works, but they just put an egg inside of her, one of her own. I'm pretty sure that's how IVF is. But she doesn't find out if she's pregnant for sure or not until the day after the TikTok ban. But like, I don't think it's gonna get banned, guys.
No, I think
Yeah,
it'll be good.
I think so
We
too.
gotta find out.
That's so cool. I have to follow her on Instagram and TikTok.
yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Being an astronaut is just like crazy. Like
what?
that's the same
There's
thing as
so many things. Unless they're sending you up there as like a personality hire, there's so many. You got to be a certain height, a certain weight. You got to know all these different things. You got to go through the training of the G-force. Is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what would
yeah.
scare me the most. I would be okay up there, but like the getting to up there would absolutely terrify me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's, the technology is so good, and we have so much history to show what not to do and what to do now. I'm sure nowadays, like, it's obviously much safer, and like bad stuff doesn't happen as often, but I'm just paranoid. I'm like,
right.
it's gonna explode.
Right.
Yeah.
In front of my whole family.
Because it literally has, like,
Yeah,
in
no.
front of a whole family. It's like,
Yeah, what
it's
was that
wild.
one called? Like when they, it's like really famous.
So,
I don't know.
are you talking about the teacher?
Yeah, I think so.
They sent a teacher up there, and her entire class came and watched.
Oh.
She was like an elementary school teacher. It blew up before it even, I think, got off the ground.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how are you supposed to know? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I would just be so claustrophobic up there, like knowing I can't just like walk outside.
knowing you got to breathe the same air, like just over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
you're making, I don't know how it works, guys. Will you plug whatever you got coming up, your social media, your events, whatever you got going on?
Okay, so my Instagram is Page to the Stage. That is also my TikTok. And then I do try to post on Facebook, which is Kersten Krash Mcabee. I have a fight coming up January 24th on the Creator Fight League 3. That's in Nashville, Tennessee. And actually, yeah, tonight we're going to do a virtual face-off. And then the Thursday, the 23rd, before the fight, there's press conference face-offs. That'll be live streamed. And on my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, there will be a link to see the pay-per-view for my fight. So obviously, like, not everyone can come to Nashville, Tennessee, but it's pay-per-view, so you guys can support in that way. It's only $15, which I think is not that bad.
No,
you know?
yeah.
So yeah, and it's really cool. One of my really good friends, Becca Robinson, is fighting Jenny Savage. She's a bare knuckle fighter. She's badass. Yeah, Jenny Savage is badass. But Becca is badass too, and it's just cool because that's such a good opportunity for both of them. And I don't know. I respect them both, and I just can't wait. And it's cool to be on a card where the woman is a main event.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, and I'm fight number 7, which my last fight, I was fight number 7. And, like, I don't know, it's just, like, a lucky number. And
Feels
I
good.
just feel good. And I don't know, this is weird to say. This is weird to end it on, but I just feel really good. This is the best camp I've ever had. This is the most prepared I've ever felt. And plus, the day I fight is the day I ovulate, and that's the cheat code.
Yeah?
I will rip somebody's head
Let's
off when
go.
I'm ovulating, and it feels so good. Like, it's hard to put it into words for men because they just don't always understand. Some men do. My boyfriend, he's amazing. He understands this shit because he listens to me and he helps me. Like, he's like, okay, you're in your, what is it, lunatic phase or whatever, luteal phase. But you know, when you're in your menstrual and when you're in that luteal phase, you're like, you have no energy, and it's hard to work out, and let alone fight. So when you get to fight, when you feel your best, it's like I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Invincible.
a literal cheat code. It's perfect.
Yes.
It worked out perfectly.
Because my last fight, I was fight number 7, and I fought on the day I ovulated, and it was like round 3. It was over. And I was like, I could go for 7 more rounds. Like, I feel like I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, and I just feel really, really prepared. And it's just fun. It'll be a fun experience overall. So,
That's awesome.
thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
Thanks
and
for
thanks
coming on the
coming.
podcast.
Yeah,
Wait.
the first guest. I'm
Yeah.
honored.
And
honored
before
to
we
have you.
go, too, I forgot. I had a dream last night. And it must have been because I was thinking about this podcast, but it was us 3. But we did the podcast at what was supposed to be our current house right now. And you came and you had like this banana split candle. And for some reason I like ate it, I guess. And then Gia and I had to leave and do something. And then when we got back, you were cleaning my baseboards for some reason. And then there was something about 111, which was like really important, which is like an angel number. And I looked it up, and it says to represent new beginnings, good fortune, and opportunities. So I feel like that somebody was talking to us in my dream. I don't know about the baseboards and the banana split, but like I know I was supposed to remember 111, so I thought that was cool too.
You're looking at me like, where's she going with this?
You fuck with banana split?
Actually, no.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
No, it was like a candle, a banana split candle, and you like lit it, and then I like
that's
ate
kinda cool.
the melted.
Yummy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was definitely bizarre, but 111.
No, that's so cool though. That is. I dream crazy. I have crazy dreams, and I do think that they mean stuff.
I
Like,
think
if
so
you
too.
have a message in a dream, like, that's for a reason. That's your
I agree.
subconscious telling you something.
Yeah.
Because
that's cool.
way too many times have I dreamt something and then brought it up to somebody, you're like, that's so crazy. I literally just did that. Like,
yes.
I dream of somebody talking to somebody. They're like, I literally just did that. Like, what?
Yeah. They're important. That's
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
I feel good. That's extra good luck then. The
Yeah, and we
111.
gotta put it on our TV, the pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be January 24th. It probably starts around 7 p.m. and I'm the 7th fight. And I think there's
I'll probably just watch the
11?
whole thing.
Oh yeah,
Right.
it's so cool. Yeah, there.
Especially if there's a bare knuckle, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, it's not gonna be a bare knuckle fight. It'll be
Okay.
boxing. But Jenny Savage is, I would say, primarily a bare knuckle boxer. But she's done everything. She's done MMA. She's done regular boxing.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's exciting, and there
So
will be
exciting.
like a lot of cool fights on there. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank
Right.
you guys.
I just
What do
needed
we-
everybody to know my dream.
That's awesome. Do we say bye to the camera?
You can say bye. Bye,
Okay.
guys. Everybody
Bye,
have a good
guys.
week. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to their channel.
Hell yeah.
Follow them on Instagram, and maybe I'll be back.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Great work, team.
That was fun.